There's tons of footprints, but I don't see anything suspect. Like fabric, any tarps. Didn't get your hiking shoes tonight.
You're watching one of 11 different groups of volunteers canvass the Toledo-Lucas County area. They're looking for anyone who doesn't have a place to sleep. This is all part of the point in time, or PIT count, a nationwide survey that happens during the end of January. It determines the number of people within the community living on the streets or in a shelter. Mandy Fisher is one of those volunteers helping to collect data. She knows exactly what the feeling is like to not have a place to sleep. Just over 1 year ago, Mandy suffered from alcoholism. And in turn, she was homeless herself.
As we started looking for people, I was thinking about one day that I was sleeping in the bushes. And it was during the day, but I was tired, it was hot, and because I didn't have anywhere to go.
Now, Mandy wants to pay it forward. That's why she's out on the streets looking for anyone who's in a position she was in not long ago.
It was awful. You know, you feel really alone and scared and hopeless.
The PIT count is a requirement for any community receiving federal money from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. The data collected will determine how much of that federal funding will be allocated to local resources here within the community. It also gives volunteers a chance to help anyone who doesn't have a place to go. If they would prefer to stay where they are, which can be common.
I'm just gonna set this hygiene kit next to you, okay? And then we'll get out of your hair.
Volunteers can at least give them some supplies. The funding will go towards shelters, housing providers, and even the opportunity to build new permanent supportive housing. That's why it's important to get the most accurate data possible.
Okay, can I take down this information?
As for Mandy, she wants to be a volunteer with the PIT count each year moving forward. Not only is she sober now, she just rented a house and she got a promotion at her new job.
They're worthy and they're loved, even if they feel like they're not. If they, when you're homeless, sometimes you feel really alone. So they matter.
Reporting in Toledo, Michelle Backus, WTOL 11.
What a great story.
Shows you're never alone in this community and there's always hope.
Wow.